Man, I'm so freaking bitter. I feel like such a fool. So what else is there for me to do? Not much. I think I just go feed this thing to the other thing. Pyromancy guy has left, which makes me want to go check out Blighttown. Izalith, Nito, Seath, and the Four Kings, all down in the same day. All of them except Izalith first try. I don't think there's anything else for me to do, so I'm gonna offer the soul to the Lord Vessel. The door to Gwyn. I have a couple things I want to do before I proceed. The first is I want to give Frampt just a little smack.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Well and wide awake. Do not treat me like an old withering snake.
Guinevere, do you have anything new to say?
Please.
Okay, nope, nothing new. What's gonna be my fastest way to get to Blighttown? I guess through here. The reason I'm heading to Blighttown is because the Pyromancer said that he was going to go try to find the witch that I learned all of those fancy spells from. So I want to find him and see if there's anything new for me to discover as a result of that. Camera is not being cooperative. God, I hate Blighttown so much. How is there not a warpable bonfire at the bottom here? What no grace every 15 meters does to a man? Real. Absolutely real. Fire Tempest. So I don't know if this is like the end game that I'm going into or not. I mean, it feels like it is. I still have no idea how to get the special weapons. Whoa. Hello, Anirlim. Kiln of the First Flame. This feels very end of the game to me. If absolutely nothing else, I want to find Big Hat Logan again. 'Cause he said he should have more sorceries for me. If I see something that's like obviously a boss arena, I'll probably turn around. Can I like grab it with the catch pole? Okay, there's a fog wall there. So this could be final boss potential. It was bound to happen eventually, sooner or later. The thing I'm thinking is, this feels like the kind of game, you know, 2011, has some jank to it. I'm half expecting that as soon as I fight the final boss, that's gonna be it. Like, there's not gonna be any going back to hunt for more items or DLC. There isn't gonna be, like in Elden Ring, a button to do New Game Plus. I'm a little worried that it's just gonna take me straight into New Game Plus right away. So that's why I'm hesitant to jump into a final boss. Since you're here and making the assumption yourself, I'm making the executive decision to give you a warning. After beating the final boss, you are... Okay, yes. I was correct. So we're gonna go collect our souls, see if there's anything else to explore before the fog wall, and I guess go start hunting for how to get to the DLC. Since we're at this point, I also want to ask, do you wish for me to tell you whether you've missed any major things in the base game? If yes, what things would you like to know specifically? I think I am okay not knowing if I've missed things in the base game, because the answer is certainly yes. 100% there are things out in the world that I missed, perhaps permanently, perhaps just walking right by them blindly. I do want to know, I will take an answer on this, is this the final boss? If I walk through this, am I trapped in with the final boss? Because that area definitely looks final boss. Yeah, okay. No, right now, my goal if I were to try and hunt for anything in specific would be find Big Hat Logan. So let's just go ahead and go back to the Duke's archives and see if we can find him somewhere. I do also wonder if kindling bonfires has anything to do with multiple endings. I'm not finding much that seems to indicate that I could have other ending choices, but I don't know that I would have known about the different, like, mending runes being different endings in Elden Ring either. Hey, Logan, are you in here? creeping around? Yes, you are. What new spells have we to purchase? Crystal Soul Spear, which requires 44 intelligence. Fire a piercing crystal soul spear. These pale magic spears, sharpened through crystallization, are on par with the armaments of ancient lords. Homing crystal soul mass. Well, we can buy this. Better than homing soul mass. And then I need, what, 50 grand for the crystal soul spear?
Come again.
Oh, yeah, baby. Let's go. So I can't use it yet. But when I can, I think that's everything in, like, the main world that I wanted to explore and check out by myself. Which means it's time, I think, to begin hunting the DLC. So I'm gonna have to be a little bit careful because as soon as I unhollow, I'm open for invasion. But I figure, number one, I have not explored most of this game while human, so that is a good starting point. I think I want to go to Sen's Fortress and find that one room that was up near the top. The hunt for DLC access begins now. So what I have been told is it is incredibly esoteric, incredibly difficult and unintuitive, and that I most likely will not succeed in finding it on my own. So naturally, I'm going to stubbornly do my best to try and prove people wrong and find it on my own. So this room is really suspicious to me. Because there's nobody here, there's never been anybody here. It says need humanity, but I am human right now. Hey, well, this wasn't it. Back to the Undead Parish. There's another spot where it was conspicuous, it was hidden, and yet there was nothing there to find. Hey baby, you come here often? Still nothing and nobody here. Man, I really thought that there was gonna be something here. Okay. Where else might there be important people? Another spot that I thought was suspicious. There was the Forest of Artorias, and there was also the Hydra. Oh, you can only get invaded in an area with a living boss? Oh, okay. So I'm just free. Dark Souls is weird. Yeah, this is an area that I kind of noped out of. And at first I was like, oh, okay, so the Hydra's in an area where, like, you can't get to it after you kill it. So it's just, you know, you kill the Hydra, you get the drops, and then there's no further progress to be made. But then I learned that there is a walkable path in the water. Oh, there's like a little cave there, I think. Okay, I might not be making DLC progress, but I might be finding something. Oh, hello. One of these guys. Hello?
So, 'tis thou who rescueth me. May the great flames guide thee.
Goodbye, woman from Ulathil. Ulasil? Okay. Did she give me anything? I don't think she gave me anything. Okay, so can you just go around? Nope. The answer is no. However, this whole area under the water is rendered. I'm considering jumping down there again to get another look. Because normally if there's a death plane, it'll like do a camera down instead of following you down. So am I able to get under the water somehow, perhaps? I still don't know if this is DLC progress or if I'm just finding things that I missed in the base game. Under the water, like right here, there's like a chasm or a path. I can't think of any way that I'd be able to like go under the water though. She is from a land of sorceries, so I'm wondering if maybe I can learn something by going back to the Duke's palace, perhaps? What did she say? She was from a time before our own. The Tomb of the Giants could hold something, if that's from an era before our own. From Olasul, Osalul, whatever she said, yeah, land of ancient sorceries. And that's why I'm going here first, is I'm thinking like maybe the sorceries, and also there were crystal golems. Like she was trapped in a crystal golem, in a yellow crystal golem. So maybe the Crystal Cave could be where I'll find more information. This guy is suspicious too. Oh, you know one thing actually that springs to my mind. Oh, you didn't drop that the last time I was here. Broken stone pendant. Half of a broken stone pendant. The vine appears to originate from Ulasil. Okay, yep, we're on the right track. We're on the right track. A powerful magic can be sensed from this ancient stone, yet men of this time can neither manipulate nor sense its power, which has a distinct air consisting of both reverence and nostalgia. Okay, so I have to find the other half of a pendant. Alrighty, well, that feels like progress. I assume that that is progress towards DLC access, because this feels very separate from the main story. But I have been thinking over the couple of days that we've been away about some places that stand out in my mind, some places that maybe I could have spent a little more time in, or that I didn't explore thoroughly. The other thing is there's a couple of items that spring to mind that I didn't really find a use for. And so I'm thinking those seem like pretty good places to start. The first of these that I want to explore is actually an item. The ring, the seance rings. It feels like these are meant to be important, and I wouldn't have had this thought were it not for the Covenant of Artorias, which has an effect that is specifically tied to a location. The Ring of Artorias made me think like, oh, maybe some of the other rings might have something to do with specific locations. And then when I thought about that, I was like, most of these seem pretty straightforward, like boosted physical defense, boosted fire defense, boosted curse resist. And then it came to the seance rings, and we have the white seance ring, and we have the dark seance ring, and these two seem opposed to one another. And so I was wondering if, like, maybe this had something to do with it. And as I'm sitting here reading this, now I'm recognizing this ring is granted to adherents of Gwendolyn, and I think Gwendolyn is one of the souls that I can bring to the giant. Let me go back to the giant smith. I know Manus was one, and I think Gwendolyn was the other, which means that I'm missing at least 2 bosses, unless they're DLC bosses. Which, I mean, if they're DLC bosses, then that means that this is a clue towards the DLC. So I think I might be cooking something here. I don't know if it's something worthwhile, but I'm cooking something. So Manus and Gwendolyn can reinforce catalysts. Okay, so Manus and Gwendolyn are on my hit list now. So let's take a look at the ring that mentions Gwendolyn. I don't think this one mentions Manus. No. But this one mentions Gwendolyn. Granted to adherents of Gwendolyn, Dark Moon Deity and Lastborn of Gwyn, Lord of Sunlight. The Dark Sun Gwendolyn is the only remaining deity in Anor Londo. His followers are few, but their tasks are of vital importance. Okay, I'm gonna put this on and go talk to Guinevere, because Guinevere is one of Gwyn's children, which would mean Gwendolyn would be her sibling. So I'm wondering maybe if talking to her while having this ring equipped could be the direction that I need to go. Okay, Miss, do you have anything to say now that I'm wearing your sibling's ring? That's not new. That is also not new. Well, I still feel like this could be relevant. It's possible that I have to wear both of them at the same time, and if that is the case, then that's gonna suck. But I'm gonna run around Anor Londo and just see if there happens to be anything, any like hidden goodies somewhere that are gonna interact with the fact that I'm wearing the ring. I don't want to die to this guy already. Okay, well, I'll die to that guy then. Shall I start the Gamba? Yeah, go ahead and start it. I thought I was gonna make that one. Another thing that strikes me is the Abyss. I think that there could be potential to find something there if I've got the Abyss Walker's ring. Like, it feels weird, right, that they would even give me a warp point there in the first place, because it's literally just a boss arena. There is no exiting from this boss arena. You just go there, you fight the boss, and then you warp out. So why would they ever let me warp back? I hadn't considered that until this moment, but I think that is solid logic. Though I do wonder if I would need to be wearing the Abyss Ring in order to... Dang it. Alright. That sucks. If you doubt me, then I feel like you should have learned your lesson by now. I can't be stopped. Dark Souls is a baby game for babies. There is the big statue here in this room. That's probably Gwyn. And I assume that's Guinevere there. Yeah, that would make sense. If this is Gwyn, and that's Guinevere, then I would think Gwendolyn belongs here. I've got the ring equipped. Maybe I am just completely deluding myself here. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna have to give up on this particular wild goose chase. Barring that, I think that maybe this was a good idea that didn't go anywhere. I still feel like it was a good idea, though. I don't feel like I was going completely Looney Tunes on it. Gwendolyn is somewhere, though. I know that I can fight Gwendolyn and get his soul. I just need to find out where he is. I mean, he could be in the DLC. That's possible, I guess. Sorry, Gwendolyn, but you are remaining hidden for the time being, because we're gonna go find something else. I'm gonna go to the Abyss. Yeah, like, why can I warp to the Abyss? Am I gonna find anything here, I wonder? The answer would appear to be no. So why does it let me go back to the Abyss? What a strange choice. Alright, well that's 2 dead ends so far to the Crystal Cave. See if there's any more clues to be found inside any of the crystal golems. There are not many crystal golems in the actual Crystal Cave, but there are a bunch of them in the courtyard outside of Seath's study or palace or whatever. Oh man, I was kind of banking on the Crystal Golem strat to be correct. There is still the Blighttown Swamp. That's always an option. We can find something there, maybe.
Oh, this fascinating place defeats
Oh no.
time.
Oh no, it's happening. It's happening. He's gonna go mad. Yeah, I'm gonna like go sit at a bonfire, and then the next time I come back, he's gonna have forgotten who he is, and then the next time I come back after that, he's gonna attack me. And that's gonna be the end of his quest line, because FromSoft hates happiness. Are you Gwendolyn? Well, let's go ahead and take a look again at the amulet that we received. A powerful magic can be sensed from this ancient stone, yet men of this time can neither manipulate nor sense its power, which has a distinct air consisting of both reverence and nostalgia. Okay, so reverence leads me to a church. Nostalgia leads me to something far away and lost to time. Maybe the crumbled statue that I found Solaire at, which is not far from me. And honestly, I'm just gonna keep this ring of Guinevere on, or Gwendolyn. And maybe I will come across something. I'm looking for anything with moon iconography or statues of big lord figures. Okay, nothing here. Because I just really cannot think of any spot where I've seen a moon. Actually, wait. Maybe I have seen a spot. Because the butterflies are called moonlight butterflies, right? And there was a moonlight butterfly in the Deeproot Garden, I think. Not looking like we're finding anything here. Alright, well, I might be cooked. Oh, hang on, wait a minute, here we go. This magic crown-shaped ring was granted to Princess Dusk of Ulasil upon her birth. Oh, where did I pick this up? I remember picking this up. I tried this very early on. Oh, actually right next to the Hydra, I think. I think I got that from beating the Hydra. Okay, well, this could have been useful, except I think I got it in the spot where I started getting information anyways. so that's not really helpful. The knights called the Blades of the Dark Moon. Okay, and the Dark Moon is Gwendolyn. Yep, okay, hold up. We might have something. The knights called the Blades of the Dark Moon punish the guilt-soaked offenders of the gods and take this as proof of their conquest. The earless corpses of the guilty will be left behind as a warning to others, inspiring both fear and respect for the gods. Such is the eternal mandate of the Dark Sun. Is there any place that I saw lots of ears anywhere? I think we've just about explored everything that I've got. And it did not answer a whole lot. Maybe Anor Londo and keep running around, just because the whole Guinevere, Gwendolyn, Gwyn thing feels way too substantial. And I know that Gwendolyn can be fought and killed somewhere. And it says he's the last god of Anor Londo, which is weird because Guinevere is a goddess that is revered as a symbol of fertility and something. I would not be surprised if a lot of people don't know who Danny Elfman is. A lot of you would probably know him as the singing voice of Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas. And his career is very strange because he's done a lot of music composition for film. He's done a lot of Tim Burton stuff, but he also had a singing career. Why did I just take a ton of damage? Did you see that? I just walked down here and lost half of my health for no reason. Am I on the right track? Is that a clue? Oh, is that the pyromancer guy? Yo, my guy? What? What? Why are you attacking me? I thought you were helping me. Bruh. Oh, my guy, I thought we were friends. I'm sorry, dude. This is karma. This is the yin to my yang. Nope. God, I hate this game sometimes. Ah. Why can't I warp to the bonfire that was right there? All right. We're adding to the death counter. Here is my other thought, though. I did find her initially near the foresty area, and the fancy ember that is from Ulasil was also found in that forest. So maybe if I go back to the basin, I'll find something there. And that's an area that doesn't have a whole lot in it, so if there is anything new, it will probably stick out like a sore thumb. I guess it wouldn't be completely out of the question to say that I collected the first half of the amulet, so now I have to return to where I met her the first time to talk to her again, to get a clue as to where to get the other half, maybe? Dusk, my friend. Oh, no, dude. Nah, dude. It was that easy this whole time? I could have literally just come back here, and that was it. I have spent the last 2.5 hours running around on a wild goose chase when I had literally everything I needed from the moment I started the stream. You are kidding me. Man, I am so freaking bitter. I feel like such a fool. Well, like, you know what? Actually, I take that back. I don't feel bad about that. Because when I look at this esoteric, obscure way at getting into the DLC, and the first step that I find is a broken pendant, and it says half of a broken pendant stone, of course the natural conclusion is, oh, there must be another half that you need to complete it. I feel like I played this well. I don't feel bad about myself. The broken pendant only drops after you free Dusk here. This appeared here the moment that you got the pendant in the Duke's archives. I literally could have been here 2.5 hours ago. Insane. Thank you all for being with me on this absolutely infuriating freaking wild goose chase. This scavenger hunt that had exactly one step that I needed to do. You mean to tell me that they had to release a guide for this? Hold the phone. You mean to tell me that people actually needed their hands held to get from point A to point B and back? Disappointing. Disappointing, FromSoft community. And now all that's going to be left is to go in here, I guess maybe find Manus and Gwendolyn, take them out, do the DLC, and then go finish the game. Goodbye, everybody.